good, y'all? I'm Jerry, about to check out real reason why Jimmy turned on his brother Jay at WWE Summerslam 2023. This video is about WrestleMania. As we all saw SummerSlam last night, Jimmy cost Jay his championship match against Roman Reigns for the Undisputed Universal Championship and the Tribal Combat match. It was shocking to me because Jay was avenging Jimmy because Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa attacked Jimmy a couple weeks ago on SmackDown, and Jimmy had to get revenge for his brother. And they kind of like, man, seeing Jimmy turned on Jay when it was actually Jimmy was the reason Jay left the bloodline in the beginning. And I kind of suspected that Jimmy was gonna kind of intervene, but I didn't think he was gonna turn. I thought he was gonna be like how it was back in 2020 when Jimmy kind of threw the towel in the first time after Roman was beating the crap out of Jay, or he was the reason Jay lost. Jimmy was always the reason Jay lost from the beginning. So we about to hop into this video and see the real reason why Jimmy turned on Jay last night. Let's go.
What is going on, guys?
SummerSlam was great, by the way.
Here,
great pay-per-view from start to finish.
Roman Reigns is still your undisputed champion and tribal chief after defeating Jey Uso at SummerSlam in a tribal combat match. However, the WWE Universe is still asking why Jimmy Uso returned tonight only to betray his twin brother. Yeah, twins breaking up at SummerSlam is a bit of a common theme. Join us now as WrestleMania looks at the real reasons why Jimmy Uso turned on his brother, Jey Uso. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new channel, WrestleMania Shorts. Now, for those who missed tonight's SummerSlam or our recap of the show, Jey Uso had a hellacious tribal combat match. Jay took the fight.
That match was good, but the match of the night to me was Finn Balor versus Seth.
He absorbed Reigns' attacks and delivered as good as he got. Solo Sikoa showed up to help Roman out, but Jay somehow fought back against the 2-on-1 disadvantage, neutralizing Solo before hitting an Uso splash on Roman for the apparent win. However, a hooded figure yanked Jay out of the ring, breaking the pin and likely breaking Jay's heart when he unmasked. For reasons unknown, Jimmy Uso decided to throw in with the same wrestlers who'd sidelined him for weeks, turning on his closest relative. So, what gives, and what is the real reason why he turned on him? Is this a good thing, or a downright dumb development? As number one, the Usos are done as a tag team. While Jay and Jimmy Uso are a phenomenal tag team, it's difficult to think of the dynamic duo accomplishing anything more than they've already done. While they conceivably could win the Undisputed Tag Team Championship once again, what would be the point? They've held the titles many times, including a record-setting run as SmackDown Tag Team Champions. By pitting the two brothers against each other, the WWE can create a
matches be as good as
other team or teams
as singles wrestlers are, as far as like together.
Singles careers. Number two, it opens the door for singles competition. The WWE has been hinting at Jey Uso.
Jay held his own as a single wrestler,
with the talented tag team performer getting the nickname Main Event Jay. If you've been following the Bloodline story for some time, you know that one of the WWE's main goals with the group was to take the Usos to the next level. Not to mention Roman Reigns, a task the WWE can take pride in accomplishing. However, they also want to take things even further, giving Jay and Jimmy a chance to spread their wings as single stars, and what better way than to have them work a bitter rivalry. This strategy worked for Owen Hart when the WWE took him from being a glorified mid-card act and put him into a lengthy and entertaining feud with Brother Bret. This feud has the potential to go on for a long time.
This might elevate Jimmy.
With our next reason for
Jay already been elevated.
As number three, it sets up Jay versus Jimmy at WrestleMania. And Jay and Jimmy have main evented WrestleMania before, as seen in this year's Showcase of the Immortals when they defended the Undisputed Tag Team Championship against Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. However, they've dropped hints in the past that one of their goals is to work against each other in the Mania main event. What better way than to ending their feud at WrestleMania? Jay spoke with Ariel Helwani and said, "Before our career is done, that's our number one dream of happening. Me versus him at WrestleMania. It's like back in the living room. From day one, this is what we always wanted to do. I wanted my dad to be involved. I wanted my whole family to run this thing. Me being against my brother, my heart would be filled with joy." While WrestleMania is still 8 months
WrestleMania
away,
40.
Triple H has shown a willingness to stretch out storylines, and this one could easily stretch out similarly to how Edge's war against the Judgment Day raged for nearly a year. The WWE has many options, including Jay finding partners to battle a bloodline while he tries to get his hands on his brother. Number 4, it adds to the bloodline intrigue. No matter what odd twists
So
and
is Jimmy
turns the
back with
bloodline
them,
story
or
takes,
he on his
the
own?
WWE universe always seems willing to be entertained by the factions' happenings, whether they
He got his hospital bill paid.
threats, or in this case,
He got promised a
internal
career.
threats.
What happened?
Not every storyline pays off, but the WWE appears to believe that the bloodline is their top story and that fans are unlikely to tire of it. Indeed, Jimmy's betrayal opens the door for more storylines involving the bloodline. Number 5. Why Jimmy? Why? Wrestling fans love mysteries, even convoluted ones like Jimmy Uso betraying his twin brother after taking a thrashing from Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. Some fans have already expressed disgust with the shocking swerve, while others are anxious to hear what Jimmy's motivations were for such an abrupt change. The name of the game in wrestling is to keep viewers coming back for more, and apparently they feel that this is a good method for bringing viewers back on SmackDown. Number 6. What about Solo Sikoa? Jay and Jimmy aren't the only wrestlers the WWE reportedly wants to push as single stars, so while Solo Sikoa has already received a monster push, rumor has it they see the Bloodline storyline as the ideal way of elevating all of Roman's family members, including Solo. If Jay and Jimmy go to war, which seems inevitable at this point, you can expect Solo to run interference. However, it also seems inevitable that Solo and Roman will cross paths. Once again, Roman's irritated the Enforcer, this time accidentally spearing Solo Sikoa. While Sikoa stood by Roman's side, things were tense for a moment and it looked like the undisputed champion was going to eat a Samoan spike. At some point, Roman is going to push his luck with Solo, and it's likely going to happen as Roman tries to manage the war between Jay and Jimmy Uso. Number 7, the WWE has no intention of taking the belt off Roman for
There's
the near
nobody
future.
left.
Is Roman Reigns ever going to drop the undisputed championship?
Right now, there's nobody left.
Recent stories suggest the WWE has no intention of doing so at any time, a situation they've been able to figure out just by looking at the long list of wrestlers Roman has put away. In a report by Fightful, they asked a WWE source how long Roman Reigns' championship reign will be, and that WWE source said whenever Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman say it effing ends. Number 8, Jey Uso isn't ready for a world title. Another reason Jimmy betrayed Jay is that Jay simply isn't ready to hold a world championship. Although they clearly see Jay as a potential main event singles star, he hasn't reached that peak yet. Furthermore, putting him over Roman Reigns would have made for many happy fans, but as we'll see next, what would be the follow-up? As number 9, there was no follow-up for Jey Uso's title win. Jey Uso isn't quite at the level for a world title run, which invites the question, who would he work with and why would anyone care about him as champion without a series of strong follow-up programs? The reality is that there are better wrestlers to choose in, and if and when Roman Reigns ever loses a title, a Jey Uso win would make for a great pop, but it would be also counterproductive unless they gave him a monster push that suggested he'd suddenly leveled up overnight. Number 10, the WWE needs more time for Roman Reigns. A more practical reason for Jay's loss is that WWE needs more time to keep the title on Roman. Short of an unexpected development,
he's the hottest thing on
getting sick or
Fox right now,
injured,
on Fox
it's believed
Network.
that he's keeping the title at least until WrestleMania 40. Thus, they have figured out a way to build interest in Summerslam, but also give itself an out by having Roman somehow retain. This result was Jimmy Uso showing up and turning on his brother in order for Roman to keep the belt around his waist a little bit longer. Number 11, the WWE isn't thinking straight. Sadly, their insistence that Roman remain champion for a long time reflects some wonky thinking. They seem to think that the longer Roman is champion, the more fans are invested in wanting to see him lose. The company line is that the WWE wants to ensure whoever defeats Roman for the title is worth the rub. Normally that would make sense, but not when you look at how many times Roman has retained the title in ridiculous fashion, not to mention going over worthy successors such as McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. And number 12, Roman Reigns' storyline is running on fumes. Regardless of the reasons for Jimmy's turn, the move reflects just how much Roman's undisputed championship reign is running on fumes. Fans have seen many repetitive finishes, including endless ref bumps, outside interference and low blows, but tonight's swerve was Russo-esque in that he had fans asking why. Yes, some fans will tune in just to hear what Jimmy has to say, but the latest instance of hot
Jimmy
shot
finna get
booking
his
is a
ass
reminder of
kicked
how WWE's insistence on
Friday.
keeping Roman champion is making for some seriously poor decisions in storytelling. Roman Reigns is a popular character, and the WWE seems confident that he'll play a larger part in the company's growth, hence its reluctance to take the title off him. Nevertheless, which superstars has Roman elevated, and why does he still need the title? The WWE has had numerous opportunities to put the title on full-time champions who seem capable of carrying on the company. Even if they think they don't have the staying power to be champions, these replacements could give Roman a chance to work in other programs and give fans back the feeling that the world belt can change hands on any given night. Instead, fans have to deal with nonsensical finishes like tonight, not so much shocking but stupid betrayal by Jimmy Uso. But there you have it, folks, the real reasons why Jimmy Uso turned on his brother.
Alright, y'all, great video, man. Are those opinions of WrestleMania is true for y'all? Let me know down below in the comments. So until next time, I'm out. Peace.